Hey there, plant and pantry fam. Ever wonder how people made flour before grocery store aisles existed? Today, we're diving into the world of foraged flowers, using acorns, chestnuts, and even cattails to create delicious, nutrient-dense flour alternatives right from nature. These wild ingredients are ancient, abundant, and surprisingly easy to use, once you know how. Foraged flowers aren't just trendy, they're part of a long tradition of seasonal, sustainable cooking. Indigenous communities and traditional cultures have used them for centuries. Plus, they're gluten-free, often nutrient-dense, and connect us deeply to our local ecosystems. First up, acorns. Yep, from oak trees. They're rich in healthy fats, magnesium, and complex carbs. But before you bake with them, you have to leach out the bitter tannins. Here's how. Shell the acorns and chop them into small pieces. Cold leach by soaking them in cold water for several days, changing the water 2 times daily, or boil leach with several changes of hot water. Once the water runs clear and the bitterness is gone, dry them thoroughly. Grind into flour using a high-speed blender, coffee grinder, or grain mill. The result? A nutty, slightly sweet flour that's great in pancakes, muffins, and even shortbread. Next up, chestnuts. They're lower in fat than most nuts and super high in vitamin C and fiber. Once roasted, they have a naturally sweet flavor that's perfect for baking. Here's how. Score and roast fresh chestnuts at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius for 20 to 30 minutes. Peel while warm. They're sticky but easier to peel this way. Dry in a dehydrator or low oven until crisp. Grind into flour. Chestnut flour is amazing in crepes, cookies, and quick breads, and it adds moisture to gluten-free blends. Now for the wild card, cattails. The roots or rhizomes are starchy and were used by many indigenous peoples as a flour base. It's a little more work, but worth it. Here's how. Harvest roots in fall or early spring when starch levels are high. Wash thoroughly and peel off outer skin. Mash or grate the inner root and soak in water. The starch will settle. Decant and dry the starch, then grind into a light, earthy flour. Cattail flour is best blended with other flours, but it's rich in energy and totally foraged. These flours can't always replace wheat one. One, they behave differently. Try blending them with oat, almond, or buckwheat flour. They work great in pancakes and crepes, rustic flatbreads, muffins and energy bites, crackers and cookies. Here's a bonus tip. Store in the freezer to keep them fresh. There you have it. Ancient flours from acorns, chestnuts, and cattails that you can harvest, process, and bake with right at home. Which one are you excited to try? Let me know in the comments. If you loved this wild and wonderful idea, hit like, tap subscribe, and ring the bell for more nature-powered pantry wisdom. Only here on Plant N Pantry. See you next time.